In the winter of 1892, a lone traveler arrived in the small town of Coldwater, nestled deep in the Colorado Rockies. He was an old man, wrapped in a tattered wool coat, his beard silver with age and frost. No one knew his name, and he spoke only when necessary. Every morning he would rise before dawn and set out on foot toward the mountain pass. The townsfolk watched him from their windows, wondering where he was going. He carried no supplies, only a walking stick, and he returned each evening, tired but determined. Curiosity spread like wildfire. The blacksmith Thomas was the first to approach him. "Where do you go each day, old man?" he asked. The traveler looked at him, his deep-set eyes unreadable. "I go to finish what I started." Word of his strange reply reached the town saloon, where speculation ran wild. Some said he was a prospector searching for lost gold. Others believed he was a fugitive seeking redemption. But the truth was more mysterious. One day, a young boy named Samuel followed him up the trail. The old man didn't stop him. They walked in silence until they reached a collapsed mine entrance high in the mountains. The old man knelt, brushing snow from the ground. Samuel saw crude carvings in the rock, names nearly worn away by time. "Your family?" Samuel asked. The old man nodded. "Years ago I was a miner. A cave-in trapped my crew. I escaped. They did not. I swore I would return and carve their names in stone so they would not be forgotten." Samuel watched as the old man, hands shaking with age, finished the last name. Then he stood, looking at his work, silent for a long time. The next morning, he was gone. His room at the inn was empty, his walking stick left by the door. The townsfolk never saw him again. But for years after, travelers who passed through Coldwater stopped at the mountain pass and saw the names carved into the rock, reminders of those who had been lost, and of the man who had refused to let them be forgotten.